where do we fail them then, Leonie?
So, I mean, I just wanted to put it in perspective nationally when we talk about the number of Tutuzela centers and whether that's enough and so on. If we're looking at things like more than 50,000 sexual offenses a year
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
reported, and we already know that only about 1 in 3 are actually reported.
One in
So
seven. One in 7.
1 in 7 in terms of these cases. Yeah, it ranges depending on the source. So anything between 1 in 3 and 1 in 7. Um, and that's due to perceptions, stigma, giving up, lack of evidence, a whole host of reasons for that. But only about 8% of the reported crimes actually lead to convictions in South Africa overall.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
even lower when it comes to
Yeah.
sexual offences and to rape and those things. So we're failing there, and we cannot keep office hours for those kinds of, with those kinds of stats. It's just appalling. I also wanted to comment that about 1 in 5 women in relationships have experienced physical violence by a partner. One
Mm.
in five, that's 20%. So these are not strangers, these are people we know.
Yes.
And more have suffered, obviously, from violence by men that they know and strangers. So it's not just intimate partner violence. But the effect that this continuous attack has, and I think that is where we are not doing enough, the effect that it's having on us, if you live in constant fear of being attacked or actually being attacked, the impact, I kind of want to briefly just mention 7 things, and there are lots more, but those for me are the critical ones that we're not facing. Chronic stress and anxiety, which makes it very difficult to actually function. So you have
Yes.
difficulty concentrating, difficulty sleeping, can't engage in regular activities. So your whole life gets changed. Hypervigilance. So we're always on guard, waiting for something to
Always.
happen. And that
Always.
Always.
is mentally exhausting and physically
Mm.
exhausting. Depression and trauma. So helplessness, sadness, loss of interest. And this is our own trauma, but also seeing the trauma of others, which we call secondary trauma.
Mm.
Um, Lowered self-esteem. So ultimately, some people who survive this kind of trauma um, internalize their fears,
Mm.
and they feel powerless and um, like they are inferior in dealing with this kind of thing, and they're not able to fight back, for example. Social isolation. A lot of people are isolating and not going places and not, so trying to keep office hours, so trying to keep yourself safe out of office hours because there is no help available. Um, Physical health issues. All of this translates into physical health issues, weakened immune system, gastrointestinal issues. So a lot of it manifests physically, and it has such an impact on daily life. The constant threat can lead to changes in our behavior. I mean, we've all changed our behavior. We avoid certain places, we avoid certain activities,
Absolutely.
can restrict personal freedom. We impact It impacts our quality of life.